Laziness and procrastination. The two go hand in hand, especially when people are watching us with what we're doing and their perception of us becomes just laziness, and it's never about the procrastination that's occurring. Now let's talk about this perception. Roll it. Laziness and procrastination. We've talked extensively about procrastination. I have a list of videos on that, and of course, we started talking about laziness in the last video. The question that has come in and sparked this whole series has been about people, their perceptions on individuals, especially this one individual who emailed me and goes, "Listen, I'm not lazy, I just procrastinate a lot." Well, my friend, you're trying to deal with what aspect of this? The laziness and what people think about you? That perception? Or is it the actual procrastination? What is it that you really want to deal with? We can really understand the idea behind this if we step out of the little bubble we're in and look at it an eagle view. If you're in this situation and in this dilemma, ask yourself, what am I more concerned with? Procrastination or perception? That's it. Ask yourself, is procrastination something that I'm dealing with and something that I'm okay with, the level I'm at? Am I still getting stuff done? Am I still moving forward? Am I okay with this? And then ask yourself, is the perception of that procrastination, that level I have that's causing that laziness, that people are seeing me as lazy and perceiving me as that person, is that what needs to change? Now, if it's the procrastination, I've made a whole series on it. I'll link it above again, and I would encourage you to go through those videos, start working on it, and see that change. In the process, this will fix that whole image of you being lazy. Of course, it will also fix the perception others see you as. This does take effort, of course, and it takes time, so don't be discouraged if it takes a little bit longer than you actually think it will. Now, if you're working on your perception, your image, you could work on this simultaneously as you work on your procrastination, but if you're just going to work on this, it's very simple. You need to look at what people are seeing and start changing those things. Step one, take a month and look at all the things you're doing that somebody would actually perceive you as being lazy. Make a big list, don't make a small one. Analyze the people who are calling you lazy, people are assuming it, that whole perception of where it comes from, how it comes, and then review all the things you've done in your past that show this. Your next step will be to start looking at what are the things you can immediately change and what are the things that you need to change in the process. My image on social media as it came to be through the years was that I was always doing things and never working. People would always be like, yo, you're always doing something. Like, how did you go to Greece for 4 months? Like, when do you do work? When do you make money? How do you make through all the stuff that you're doing? And the perception was that I was lazy and I was this fun guy who partied a lot. They didn't see the work that went behind everything. In my mind, it never occurred to me that somebody would perceive me as that. One major thing that occurred was I was talking to people around the world, so I would actually tweet or talk, and 4 a.m. I would post stuff, and people would be like, yo, do you ever sleep? This was something that occurred that really jolted my idea of what perception is. People would see the time on those without me even recognizing I was doing it, and now the perception of me being this lazy, fun, loving, go out and enjoy your life kind of guy who never worked turned into, hey, this guy doesn't sleep. It's not healthy. Why is he working so much? He's still doing all this stuff, but he never sleeps and he just works. He's a workhorse. In fact, I had people become clients because I was this workhorse. Again, this is the perception we need to look at. So our next step has to be, go look at all the profiles you like to look at. Go look at all the people that inspire you. Look at all the people that you would want to be one day. Look at what they're doing with their posts. Look at how they're communicating their image, their lifestyle. If they're a business professional, if they're a model, if they're a sports person, if they're a teacher, if they're a doctor, you name it. Look at what they're doing. Ask yourself, from all of these profiles, What is the image I can create of myself by pulling the specifics that I like the most from each one? What you'll find over a month's period, 2 months period, is that you will pull a little bit of everybody and you'll create your own type of person by the communication style you're delivering each and every day. And if you're working on your procrastination, well, guess what? The people in your real life that are there every day will start looking at you for what you're doing, and every day they'll start seeing your social media stuff, and then they'll connect the two, and the idea of that laziness, that perception you have will change, and it will go from something that's so negative into something that's really positive. This applies to anybody with anything they're doing. It applies to the business, it applies to the personal life, it applies to any achievement you're trying to make, it applies to anything where you want to become a more positive, fun-loving person that everybody can associate with and be attracted to. My name is Nikos Rentas. This is mentorsapproach.com. Hit that like button, hit the subscribe for these weekly videos, and of course, don't forget to share this message with somebody, and in the process, leave your story below, leave your comment. Have you experienced this? What have you done? What's worked, what hasn't? Because who knows, somebody might be watching this video, they might have liked my idea, but they might even like yours better, and who knows, you might help change a life.
Snow again.